Let's just tweak that one down. All right. Oh, Ellie's here as well. Lovely. That is magic. Oh, you should have messaged me, Banana. I think we've got everyone. Okay, Wendy had messaged me to say that she's going to join in as well, so I'll just give her a moment to log on. Debbie, I would have yourself a bottle of water or something nearby if you haven't already got one, sweetheart. Quickly go and grab. There we go, a little reminder. So, right, multitasking. Try and get myself in both cameras. Here we go. Yeah, go for it. Yep, tweet, whatever you need to. Okay. So we'll just get Wendy, hopefully Wendy can sign in just a second and then we'll make a start. Pop that one. Hey, this is looking promising. There she is. Good morning, Wendy. All right. Okay, so we'll let Debbie come back. Hello to everybody that is joining us on Facebook Live. So, the format, just in case you haven't done it with me before or you're still new to this class, we've got 3 different blocks of exercises. Each block contains 3 exercises and we repeat them 3 times. So there's a whole load of 3s. Each exercise will be working for 40 seconds and we'll have a quick 10-second rest in between. I have a timer so you don't have to worry about keeping up with anything or anyone. And I'll give you little countdowns in terms of when we reach a halfway point and when we're close to the end. So in the brief swap arounds between the exercises, it's just so that we can get from standing to lying to sitting, whatever the exercise is. At the end of each block of 3 exercises, there's a longer rest. So that's a really good time to grab yourself a sip of water, towel down if you need to, and then just sort of catch your breath. Maybe you need a little muscle stretch at that stage. So we're going to start standing up. We do a little bit of mobilization for the muscles here around the hips because it's predominantly these ones that we're going to be working. So I'm going to put you guys onto mute. If you add speaker view as your selection for how you see the screen displayed, that should give you hopefully the clearest possible view. It should make mine the biggest one on your screen. And then boys and girls joining in on Facebook Live as well. So bottle of water and body weight exercises. Perfect. All right. So we're gonna have these back. Perfect. Stand ourselves up on the mat. Oh, Annie, I've just seen your message. Can you send me the link? Sorry. Here we go. All right, let's make a start. We're going to do standing knee circles. So find your balance over your left leg, lift up your right, and just gently sweep it up and over. Clockwise initially, and then a couple of anti-clockwise. So yeah, we're testing the balance a little bit now too. Interesting. Find something to look at that's not moving, or if you need to hold on to something, you can do that too. Swap your legs around. So take your balance on your right leg, lift the left knee up and around. If you need to toe tap down at any point, you can do that as well. So you're just using the natural range that's available in your hips, starting to move the muscle up and over, opposite direction. Lovely. Hey, we're good on the balance so far today. I like it. Awesome stuff. All right, I'm going to turn sideways on so you can see. We're going to swing one leg gently forwards and backwards. Again, using the natural range. The hamstring might tell you how high up you can go. The glutes will tell you how far back you can go as well. When you're ready, we'll swap the legs around. I just realised the camera view for you guys is a little bit low. Hold that thought. Keep swinging, keep swinging. There we are. That's a little better. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to make our way down onto our knees into a tabletop position. So gently bring yourself down, all fours. Tabletop, spread your weight evenly between your limbs. Let's take our right leg again, bending the knee, flexing the foot, and take a knee circle on the right leg. So without worrying about balance, you might be able to make your knee circle a little bit bigger. And once you've done 2 or 3 in one direction, change it around. Keep the heel pulling reasonably tight towards your hips, but take up as much space with your knee as you can. When you've done 2 or 3 in that direction, swap around to the other leg. So pick the foot up, flex the foot, bend the knee, take those knee circles. So allow a little bit of movement in the body, feel into the hips, let them take up as much space as necessary, and then change direction. Keeping the heel again reasonably close towards the hips as the knee moves in a lovely wide circle. Come back to your first leg. You're going to straighten it this time and gently toe tap to either side of your mat. If you want to look over each shoulder to do that, you can as well. Tapping the toe up and over, and then we will swap it round. So bring that leg underneath your body, extend the other one, making a little rainbow, toe tapping either side of your mat. Lift, toe tap, lift, toe tap. Perfectly. All right, last 30 seconds, you guys are just going to keep moving. Swap back to your first leg if you wish. I'm going to show you our first exercise. So we will come to a standing position, take our right leg, step back into a lunge, and then lift the knee up ahead. Step back into a lunge, lift the knee. Change legs one more time for your little rainbows. Perfect. And we've got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Take yourself up to standing. So face lengthways along your mat. Stepping back with the right leg into a long lunge with the knee lifting up. Here we go. Step back, knee lift. Step back, knee lift. So we're going to repeat on the right side all the way through for now. We'll add the left side momentarily. Keeping the chest up, taking as much of a bend through the knees as feels good for you. Picking the knee up, you'll use your abdominal muscles a little bit too, and your hip flexors. We're halfway through. Step back, lift the knee. Step back, lift the knee. Good. You'll start to feel the muscle here in your supporting leg. Lovely, beginning to work. Less than 10 seconds to go. For our next exercise, we're going to make our way into a plank. So we're coming a little closer to the floor. Here we go. Take it down. Straight arms, shoulders over your wrists. Extend your legs, or you can keep a bent knee if you wish to. We're going to kick one heel up. Lift, lower down. Lift, lower down. So the bent knee version, you simply lift one leg, swap your knee. Lift one leg, swap your knee. If you're happy to do this with straight legs, do that too. 25 seconds to go. Try and keep the shoulders above the wrists. Drawing the belly button in and up. Watching out for a sinky lower back. Try and keep the hips, heels, and shoulders in line. Just over 10 seconds to go. Lift and squeeze, and lift and squeeze. Well done. 5 seconds now. Then we'll stand up on the bell, taking our left leg into the lunge. Here we go. Make your way back to standing. Find your balance, feet hip distance apart. Hands can be on your hips or the center of the chest. Lifting the chest up, belly button draws in, we step back. Left leg, knee lift. Left leg, knee lift. Nice. So the speed is entirely up to you. If you want to work quicker, you can. If it helps you with balance to slow things down, absolutely fine. Just over 20 seconds to go, that'll put us at halfway. Lift the knee, squeeze, step back. And remember, if you're taking a big bend in the knee, just land it lightly on the ground, if at all, before you lift again. 10 seconds now. Make sure that you change legs each time, otherwise you'll get really fatigued. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, shake it off. So we've got a little bit extra time now. Breathe and drink. If you want to give the legs a quick stretch, you can come into this quad stretch here, a glute stretch here. 10 seconds, and then we go again. Right leg stepping back for your lunge. Feet hip distance apart, chest up. Here we go. Right leg steps back, knee lifts. Right leg steps back, knee lifts. So if you wish to, if you're ready now, you can start to work a little quicker. So you rebound off the back leg. Toes push into the floor, and then the knee lifts. Good. Nice, well done. A little bit more speed, a little bit more challenge. We're halfway. Making sure there is the right leg stepping back. We've swapped again, left to right. 10 seconds now, and then we'll head to plank. Nearly there. Looking good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down we go. If you wish to, you can come onto forearms as an option for your plank, or straight arms. When you're ready, extend your legs or keep them in tabletop, and we'll alternate. Right toes lift, left toes lift. Thinking about keeping your toes, your big toe especially, close towards your midline so that your knees are facing the ground rather than turning your toes out wide. Good, well done. Upper body getting a little bit of work too, and your midsection, but holding you static. Glutes working to lift your leg. Just over 10 seconds to go. Looking really good, well done. We're going to stand back up, ready for our stepping back lunge in 5 seconds. Good. Keep breathing. Here we go. Standing up. Right. Find your balance, feet hip distance apart. We're going to step back with the left leg. Remember, this time you can add a bit more speed if you wish. Let's go. Lunge, knee lift. Lunge, knee lift. Good. So the speed is an option to make it a bit more intense. You allow your weight to drift into your left toes, rebound off the toes as the knee lifts. Halfway, 20 seconds to go. Remember, we've got a slightly longer rest next to allow you to breathe and drink before we do our third and final round on the right leg. Good, looking nice. Excellent. 5 seconds now. So close, so close. Shake it up. Good work. So again, if you need a quick stretch, ankle across the knee, knee wide, sit low, stretch the glutes. Right, 10 seconds. Final round on the right leg. Find your positions. Shoulders forward, hips forward, feet hip distance apart. Last time. Let's go. We step it back and lift. So again, speed is an option for you. And if you really want to increase the intensity, hop as you lift your knee. A little bit trickier with balance, a little bit more of an impact. The hop is optional. It might make sense to use running man arms to help with the knee lift. It also makes the standing, the supporting leg, work a little harder. Yes, nice. 10 seconds to go. Chest up, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down we go to plank. Forearms or straight arms, straight legs or bent knees. Breathe. Find your position when you're ready. Let's go. Straight legs lift. Big toe close to the midline. So let the feet stay reasonably close together. Heel lifts, lightly lowers down. Good. Tuck the tailbone. Belly button drawn in. Strong and firm through the middle. Halfway, 20 seconds to go. Try and lift up through the top of the shoulders so you're not sinking your chest between your upper arms. Good team, 10 more seconds left. Lift the leg, squeeze, lightly lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing up. Last round, step back lunges on the left with a knee drive. Chest up. Add the hop if you want to increase intensity. Let's go. So step back and lift. First option. Quicker, adding speed, builds intensity. Adding the hop, works your right leg this time a little harder. Even if you literally just pop onto your toes and then come back. 20 seconds, we're halfway. Last time for this round, then we change exercises. Good, well done. Lovely. 10 seconds. We're done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off, well done. Breathe and drink. Make your way onto your mat. We've got hip bridges as our first exercise. So you're going to lie on your back. Feet will be close to your hips. You're going to curl your hips up off the ground and squeeze before you lower down. 40 seconds. Let's go. Lift and lower. Try and keep the hips, when you lower them, just off the floor. So you're engaging your hamstrings and your glutes to lift your hips up. Tuck the tailbone at the top, so you're not lifting from your lower ribs. Lovely squeeze. Keep the knees close to your midline. As you lift, lightly lower. Well done. Over halfway, just over 10 seconds to go. Lift and squeeze, coming down. We stand up for our next exercise. Nearly there. Lift and squeeze, lower down. Well done. Hands behind the knees. Rock yourself up to standing. Lift up. All right, so I'm going to face sideways on, leaving room either side of the mat. We're going to do one squat, one curtsy lunge. One squat, opposite side, curtsy lunge. So feet underneath the hips are a little wider. And take a lovely long step to the side. The chest and hips always trying to face forward as you swap one leg behind the other. Good, nice. Hands can be on the hips or in front of the chest, you're halfway through. Beautiful, well done. So of course your left and right leg will step a little further behind you. You can also take a longer stride to the side to come behind and back. 5 seconds now. Looking really good. We're coming onto our tummies next. So lie on your front, bend your elbows, widen your knees, squeeze your heels together. And we're going to pump the heels up towards the sky. So from the hips all the way up, stays on the ground. The knees just hover up and down as you engage your glutes. So knees wide, heels together, lift and lower. Keep breathing. Try and keep the upper body fairly relaxed. Your back will be working a little bit anyway. And if this is a little bit strong, you can alternate one leg at a time. 10 seconds to go now. Lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. Nearly there. Longer recovery next, but we'll flip out onto our backs again. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Breathe and drink. Make your way onto your back when you're ready. Bending your knees, feet close, heels towards your hips. And we're going to add right leg and left leg, single lift this time for the bridge. So normal bridge, then we're going to take right leg, normal bridge, left leg. This is an option if you prefer single bridge on its own, do that. You're keeping the shin roughly parallel with the floor or the knee a little bit higher when you come to your single leg option. Now I've got my hands flat on the mat. If you prefer, you can bend your elbows, pushing them into the mat to give you a little bit more assistance. One single, left leg or right, double with both legs, and then swap again. Single, lift and squeeze, and keep alternating. Or stick with a double leg on their own, just an option. Hands behind the knees or rock yourself up to standing. Single squat and curtsy lunge to each side. Find your balance, chest up, position your hands, let's go. Squat, curtsy lunge, side to side. Good. My challenge for you is to stay a little lower. So keep a bend through the knee. Resist the temptation to lift. Legs stay bent. Good, nice. The chest is up, shoulders over the bent knee. Keep stepping side to side. You're over halfway. Well done, lovely. We finish this block with another round of half parachute. So in 10 seconds, we'll make our way onto our tummies. Knees wide, heels connecting, toes wide. We're there, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Down we go. Onto your front. Bend your elbows. Knees wide, bend them. Heels glued together, toes wide. And lift. 40 seconds. Up and down. Squeeze as the knees come up. Lightly release and lower back to the mat. Good, well done. Small, subtle movements. Really using your glutes. Little pulses, up and down. Check in with the lower back, make sure it's nice and comfortable. Remember, if you prefer, you can do single legs if you wish. Just over 10 seconds to go. Longer recovery coming next. And then third and final round of this section. 5 seconds. Squeeze and lift, relax. Awesome. When you're ready, make your way onto your back for our last round of hip bridges. So if single leg was working for you, you can do that again, adding a double pulse. So single leg, double pulse, single leg, double pulse. Find your position, heels close to hips, and we go. So one knee lifts, and then a pulse with both together. The other knee lifts, and a pulse with both together. Good. Now remember, try not to lift from the lower ribs. Try and get the hips high, tucking your tailbone as you rise. The head and neck are reasonably relaxed, looking up towards the sky, lifting your chin so you can breathe. You're over halfway, well done. Remembering, if you prefer, stick with a double on their own, both legs grounded, or maybe you even add a pulse to that as well. If the single leg lift was working for you, that's cool too. Hands behind the knees, rock yourself up to standing. Last round of squats with a curtsy lunge. Slight change in technique this time. Come super low for your squat, and then we're going to lift up. So here we go. We lift, a little pause, come low. Lift back up and low. So now there's a change in height. Good. Up, low. Perfect. Just as an option for you. So what we're doing, we load the muscles a little bit more, adding a bit of momentum as we swing down. If you prefer to stay as you were, do that too. Or focus on keeping the knees bent throughout. Good. Lovely. 3, 2, 1. Down we go. Half parachutes. Last time. Onto your tummies. Knees wide. Heels connect. Bend your elbows. Make a pillow for your head. Let's go. Left, left, left. Starts to become a nice little struggle. So you're going to dig your hip bones into the floor. Lift your knees. Squeeze your heels together nice and tight. Toes splayed out wide. Well done. 25 seconds left to go. Longer recovery coming. Keep breathing. Check in with the lower back. Watching out for any tension. Take a rest if you need. Swap to single legs if you prefer. 10 seconds to go. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You're nearly there. Put your rest in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Ooh. All right, for this one, I'd recommend sending your hips back over your heels, child's pose, letting your body rest between your knees. Just take a quick breath. You can stay there. I'm going to show you our next exercise. On all fours, right knee lifts to the side and lowers back down, but stays off the ground. Right knee lifts and lowers. Join me when you're ready. Out to the side and lift. Fire hydrants. Now, try and keep the weight balanced through both your arms, despite the movement in the leg. The knee stays bent, the foot can be flexed, or the toes pointed. Keep it reasonably close to the body. 20 seconds to go, we're halfway. Watch out that your hips don't swing out too wide. Almost try and pull the left inner thigh forward or to the side as your right leg lifts. 10 seconds to go, nearly there. We stand up next with an option for you to add intensity. Well done. Up to standing. Okay. Feet hip distance apart or a little wider. You're going to lift the chest. We're going to pulse down with the option to add a little jump. Pulse down, option to jump. If you prefer, pulse, stand. Pulse, and then stand. So on the jump, pop up onto your toes. Heels are closer to your midline than your toes are. Keep the chest up nice and tall. Lift. Good. Land lightly. You don't have to come particularly high. Little land. Bring your weight down. Hips between the knees if that's comfortable, or a little higher. 10 seconds to go. Lift up, pop down. Good. 5 seconds now. 3, 2, 1. Good. Onto your hands and knees. We're working the left leg this time. Distribute your weight evenly. Keep your left knee bent. You're going to lift it out towards the side. 40 seconds. Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Allowing the heart rate just a moment to settle. If you were doing the jumping version of the squats, heart rate might be a little higher now. Deep breaths. Lift the knee and squeeze. Good. Balance through the hands. Lovely. This time drawing the right inner thigh towards your left knee as it lifts, so you stay nice and stable rather than kinking the hips towards the right. Nearly there. Lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. 5 seconds to go. We'll rest back in child's pose right now. Send it back. Good. Breathe and drink. Wipe the face if you need to. So round number 2 of this block, we're coming back to our right leg lifting. So I'll change direction. As an option this time, you can do bent knee, then straight leg, then bent knee. Let's go. Straight leg is an option. And note how the knee and the foot stay off the ground all the time. So you just kink the knee in, bend it, extend it, lift, bend it again. Just as an option. If you prefer, stay with the bent knee on its own. Halfway now, 20 seconds left to go. Good. Lovely. Excellent use of options, well done. Listen to your body, see what you need. Take it down a notch at any point that you need to. 5 seconds now. Nearly there. Well done. We're coming up to standing on your feet. Sideways on, dial the toes out. Feet hip distance apart or a little wider, chest up. So squat with a pulse with the option to add a jump. Here we go. Pop up, land lightly. So you should be like a ninja, landing with barely any noise. You can use your hands for a bit more momentum if you wish for the jump, as long as you're landing softly. If you want to try something in between, you can lift to the toes before coming back down for your pulse. So you're taking out the jump, just bringing a little toe lift in. So using your calves. Good, well done. 10 seconds to go. Lovely. Really nice, nearly there. 3 seconds. Awesome. Okay, left side. Hands and knees, tabletop. Option to bend for one round. Extend the leg for the other. Spread your weight evenly, off we go. Bent knee, stay with the bent knee or extend, lift. Swap back to the bent knee, and then extend, lift. Well done. It's so warm in this room, it's really muggy, with no airflow whatsoever. All right, 20 seconds to go, that means we're halfway. The end of this round is in sight. One more round to go. Just over 10 seconds now. Stay stable, stay firm, stay in control. Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Kick the heels back, breathe, have a little drink, and we prepare for the last round of block 3, and then we stretch. So in 10 seconds, we'll come back to our right side. Option this time, bent knee on its own, alternate bent knee or straight leg, or straight leg on its own. Uh-oh, here we go, 40 seconds. Now, if you're working straight leg on its own, slow it down a degree. Control, otherwise you'll just be flinging your leg to the side. Maybe you take it to 20 seconds and then you swap to the bent leg or alternating. All right, if that's your choice, we're halfway now, so you can swap. Bent knee for one, straight leg for the other. Or stay with the straight leg, entirely up to you. Or stay with the bent leg. 10 seconds to go. Commit. Let's see if we can get through this last round. Lift, squeeze, bent knee or straight, your choice. 3, 2, 1. Good. Stand yourself up. Give the legs a real quick shake. Oh, it's creeping in, it's creeping in. Squats, pulse, jump. Last round. Let's do this. Little pop. Bring it down. Good. So remember, if the jump isn't for you, you can lift your tiptoes, heels come up, come down to squat again. Lift to the toes onto the heels high, squat again. Or take that out entirely, just pulse and come up. So you've got options, 20 seconds, halfway. Lift, squeeze, good. Well done. Dropping the hips between the knees, or a little higher if that feels good. 10 seconds now. We've got this. So close, so close. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Last round, left leg onto all fours. Option to stick with a straight leg or the bent leg or swap. Let's go, 40 seconds. So I'm going to go half and half again, starting 20 seconds with a straight leg. In 20 seconds, that will feel nice and intense, and I'll swap. One bent, one straight. If you want to mix it up further, you can do that too. 5 seconds to go, then we'll be at halfway. 3, 2, 1. If you're making a change, make it now. Or don't, stick with what was working for you. 15 seconds left. Control. Let's see this one through. 10 seconds. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lift and squeeze. So close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Sink the hips back. Rest down into child's pose. Breathe. Drink. Allow the heart rate a moment to slow. Well done. Oh, it burns. All right, so we're going to come into Pigeon Pose for our first stretch. So we can reach this from plank. Extend your left leg. Bring your right knee forward towards your wrist. You'll scoop your right ankle underneath your hips. Start upright if that feels good. Ease down, right glute stretch. So I've got my right leg bent ahead of me, left leg extended. After a couple of breaths, decide if you're staying upright or if you prefer, you can walk your hands forward. Might be a bit more comfortable on the hips, but it will stretch the glutes a little bit deeper. So make sure it feels comfortable for you. Take another big breath here. And then we'll swap it out. So if you're on bent arms, come back to straight. Tuck your left leg, lift the body up, step your right leg back, and then scoop the left leg underneath your body, left knee to left wrist, left heel underneath your hips, scooch the right leg back. Starting upright, enjoy the stretch around the hips, take a couple of breaths, and then gently walk it forward if that's an option you took on the right leg. Lowering down is quite a nice one to take a big, deep exhale. Lovely, enjoying the stretch through the leg. Okay, we're going to sit ourselves straight up for this one. Bring the right leg ahead of you. So we should be on our bums now. Keep the left knee bent, right ankle crosses the left knee, and then press the right knee wide. So we're in a seated figure of four position. You can now walk your heels, the heels of the hands a bit closer towards your hips, leaning towards your shin, or bring your left heel a little closer towards you so that the shin comes closer towards your body, but the right knee is wide. Good. Swap legs when you're ready. So you can start with the body a little bit more opened up. Let the left knee drift wide. Either walk the hands in so you bring the chest towards the leg, or walk the legs in so you bring them closer to your body. Good, awesome, well done. Unravel the left leg. We're going to bring the feet underneath us. Use the hands to come into a crouch position. Then slowly lift the hips up so we're in a forward fold, hamstring stretch. Bend the knees if you need to. Head, neck, shoulders, arms, lovely and relaxed as you enjoy the stretch through the back of the thighs. Taking a couple of breaths here. And then we'll roll ourselves up to standing. Nice and slow, take your time. Once you're upright, maybe you hold something for a little bit of balance. We're going to take one heel towards the hips, knees nice and close, squeeze the hips forward, quadriceps stretch, muscles in the front of the thigh. And then we'll swap it around, so change.
Activity completed.
Legs. Knees again, close together, pull the heel towards your hips, squeezing the hips forward. Awesome stuff. All right, then when you're ready, step your feet nice and wide so you leave room to be able to sweep your hands down. Let's take a breath in. As you breathe out, reach the fingertips down, bend your knees. Breathe in, reach up. And again, breathe out, reach down. And up we go. Breathe in, reach. Bring your hands together, give yourself a round of applause. Well done, everybody. Thank you so much for your company. Hopefully it was a nice hot and sweaty one where you were. It's not just me melting into a puddle. I'm going to take you off mute, so if you have any questions, please let me know. If you need to shoot off, just give me a wave. Let me know that you are all okay. Let's do that. There we are. Perfect. Well done. And we'll be doing the same thing again, this time next week. Let's bring this camera down. I can see both of them together. Yay, there we go. Awesome. So yeah, same time next week, 11 o'clock Sunday. If you enjoyed this one, come back for some more. Well done, superb work. Have a lovely rest of your Sunday. See you later, great work. Wow.